Hi everyone, I am going to be showing you some Zoom features in the app-based portal of Zoom. So everything that I'm going to be doing in this video, you can change these settings from just clicking on the Zoom application. Okay, great. So the first thing I want to show you how to do, so right now I am in a Zoom meeting. I just opened my meeting room, so I'm in a meeting with myself. My name down here is my name, but I can always change that. So if I go to participants and click more, I can rename it. So I can say this, Julie is awesome, and now that's going to be my name. I don't want that to be my name for every Zoom meeting, so I'm going to name it back. Okay, I can also add a profile picture. So I can go into, as long as I have a picture on my computer, I can add it for a profile picture for myself. As the host of this meeting, I can chat to everyone in the meeting, which is myself. If I was actually in a meeting with other people, if I clicked on this, I could chat someone privately. I could also send them a file right here, right? So it's linking everything that I have enabled on this computer. So I could send them a file from my Google Drive. I could send it from our HMS OneDrive account. I have Dropbox on my computer, so I could send a file from there, or Box. I could also upload directly from my computer. Make sure there's not anything else I'm missing here. Okay, so I am the host of this meeting and I want to be able to chat with everyone publicly and privately. Great, I have that feature enabled. If I ever wanted to change the chat features in a meeting for which I host, I can do it down here. So I could say that the host can chat, everyone can chat. This is what I have enabled right now. Great. Now I am going to go out of my meeting. Oh, and again, just so you know, you can always mute or stop video down here. So now I'm muted. Now the video is off. I'm not actually muted because you're hearing the video on my computer, not the video in Zoom, but my Zoom was muted right here. Okay, I can also mute myself up here, or I could do the video from there. Okay, as a Zoom host, if I go into participants and I'm in a really large meeting, I have the power to mute everyone. And I can also allow participants to unmute themselves, or I can take away that power. Okay, I do not believe that I can unmute all. I can just ask them to unmute themselves. But in participants and in chat, there's also some other features that you can play around with, right? So you can have everyone muted upon entering a meeting. If you're working with students directly, I would not enable this feature because then they might not be able to unmute themselves. So you can also allow participants to rename themselves. You can play and enter and exit chime. That's just like a little sound that goes ding ding when someone enters your meeting. I have my waiting room enabled, and you can also lock the meeting from this feature. Okay, so now I'm going to get out of my Zoom meeting, but I'm still here. And I'm going to go into the desktop application of Zoom. Okay. So there's also settings that you can enable from your Zoom application. So not only can I enter a meeting, join someone else's Zoom room, I can also change some settings. But to do that, I need to click on this tiny little cogwheel right below my initials. Or if you have a profile picture, right below your profile picture. Okay, so there's some general settings that you can do. You can change your reaction for when you give a thumbs up in a meeting. You can use dual monitors. The only ones in here I have enabled are this one, when closed, minimize window, and then ask me to confirm when I leave a meeting, because sometimes I accidentally hit leave meeting. Okay, so my video features, you can enable all of these things. You can spotlight the video when you speak. You can hide any participants that don't have their video on, so you can just see people whose videos are on in a large meeting. That's a really helpful one. You can touch up or not touch up your appearance. It's just a really small difference. You can always test your speaker or microphone, and you can see that it changes based on the input level that it's getting. Okay, and share screen, I think this one is going to be really important for you guys to enable if you're working with students directly and need to see them while a screen is being shared. So someone's sharing a screen for an activity that's going on, but you also need to see the student so that you can give verbal or visual cueing based on the movements that they're making to hit a switch, et cetera, et cetera. Enabling side-by-side mode is a really easy way to do that. You can also change it back to speaker view so that the shared screen is tiny and they are big. There's some advanced settings, but I'm going to go over that when I go to the web-based portal of Zoom and make that video. Chat settings, I already talked about a lot of these, but if you're hosting a large meeting, it might be helpful for you to go through these settings. Right, so you can keep all of your unread messages at the top. You can move new messages with new replies to the bottom. All of that can be done pretty easily within this chat setting. You can also choose a virtual background. So Zoom does have some virtual backgrounds already enabled. So I can be, whoa, this is not working. I need to change my own virtual background settings. I haven't played with them in a while, but you can choose a virtual background or you can add an image directly from your computer with this option. So I can upload an image of HMS. I can upload a highly contrasted black background or some other color that is going to be helpful for my students with visual needs. Anything you can do in this virtual background to either enhance your setting or make yourself less distracting. You can also record yourself while you're in a Zoom meeting. This can be helpful if you're like creating a tutorial for a family or for a staff member or anything else. You can press the record button. So here I will go back into a meeting. So if I'm in a meeting on Zoom, I can record the meeting down here. So now it's recording my meeting. I'm going to pause it. I don't need it. And then when you end the Zoom meeting, your video will be converted to a file. And then you can name it, and then it's just a video on your computer. So this automatically saves to my documents. And then this is the video. So I could rename it test video. Save that to my desktop or wherever I want to save it. And see, now it comes down here. And that's the video I created in Zoom. Perfect. All right, back to settings. Okay, so you can change your profile. You can look at your statistics of memory, all of that kind of stuff. You can enable some keyboard shortcuts when you're in a Zoom meeting. So like I have screenshot enabled, so I can screenshot anything in Zoom just by pressing Alt-Shift+T. And then finally, some accessibility features. You can add closed captioning if that's available. All right, great. So these are some Zoom tips and tricks for the application-based, the desktop-based application version of Zoom. Thanks, everyone.